Hey guys, it's Roxy with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown, and today I'm going to talk about high school musical auditions, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the honest truth. So if you're getting ready to audition for your high school musical, I've been a choreographer and director for high school musicals for quite a while now. Grew up performing, and now I'm on the other side of the table. And this is not to say this is how it is in every school across America, everywhere. But I have been doing it a long time, and the schools I've worked in, this is pretty much how it goes. So I'm just going to lay it out. And you may think what I'm about to say is really controversial. You may not agree with it. You may not like it. But this is what I know to be true. So the show you're about to audition for, or you're auditioning for, or what have you, it's not a random choice. It didn't just happen. That show is picked for a specific reason, many specific reasons, and most likely for a group of specific people, specific students. So here's what I'm saying. Directors, choreographers, musical directors, we all get together and we all have wish list shows. There's shows we've been wanting to do. We love them just like everybody else. And when we are in the drama department, you know, we see kids and we think, oh, you know, they'd make a great so-and-so, or they'd make a great so-and-so. And, you know, we start looking around and we kind of start going, oh, you know, we'd love to do a tap show, but we just don't have enough tap dancers yet. Or we'd like to do this show, but we don't have enough strong guy dancers yet to do it. And so we wait. We put that show on the back burner and we think one day it'll come. You know, this show takes a specific character actor to pull it off. One day the right kid will come along to fit that role. He or she will come and fit that role. And then one day that kid shows up. You know, maybe they come in as a freshman or transfer in as a sophomore, and we are like, oh, okay, now this show is in play and it's a possibility. And, you know, we start honing those thoughts as for what shows now we can do, and we start putting the ideas together. And we have to, because we have to cover our bases. When we pick a show, we have to know that there is a working skeleton cast. It's kind of like a precast. We have to know, okay, we definitely have a lead for it. We have the supporting cast. We have a great ensemble that can pull the dancing off in it. Because, you know, you can't just go into a show blindly and think it's just going to all work. If we hold auditions, we'll just magically find the cast that'll all fill these roles. But here's where you come in. You know, you could come in the day of auditions and just blow our socks off. And we're like, oh, wow, okay. You know, now we have options and we can just start rearranging some things, going, okay, well, who we thought maybe could work there, maybe she would be a better option. Or, you know, he had just an awesome vocal audition. So, you know, maybe now he would make a better, you know, Judd, if we're doing Oklahoma, whatever the case may be. And that's where you need to really make smart audition choices. You know, I have a video on best audition songs, and in it, it's not just what's in your vocal range to make a great audition song. It's how to choose your song that best meets the character you're auditioning for. So, you know, when you go auditioning for a song, a director has to sit back and look at you and think, they're becoming the character I envision, that I see. You know, would she make a good Wednesday in Adam's Family? Because they already have that person in their head that they see as Wednesday, or they see as, you know, Eponine and Les Mis or what have you. But you come in and all of a sudden you kind of change their mind and go, oh, you know, maybe that's my Peggy Sawyer instead of who I was thinking of for the last year or so, you know. So it really depends on your audition, what you make of it, and how you can change somebody's mind. Because it's happened all the time. You know, we have a working cast in our head, and then we see auditions, and it's like, totally changed our mind. Totally changed our mind. Same with dance audition. You know, I know kids that their technique is great, and but then I realized, but their showmanship's not there. They're lacking something, and I can't teach showmanship. But you come in with great showmanship, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, the spark went off. You know, they can carry this show. You know, I can see on stage. You know, because I thought so and so would make a great Velma, or, you know, Cassie, but then I saw her and I was like, oh wow, you know, she can really sell that song. So you never know what's going to happen on audition day. You know, you could totally change our mind. On the flip side, you know, then there just are those kids that we've seen them for a year or two or three, and they've done great. They're great kids. They're very talented. They've paid their dues. They've taken every bit part. They've worked hard, and they have a great audition that day too, you know. And we're like, yeah, I mean, we've waited. She's just gonna make a great Maria in West Side Story, and we knew it 3 years ago, and yeah, she's just gonna get Maria in West Side Story, or he's just gonna make a great Tony, you know, in West Side Story, and that's it. I mean, that we knew back then that was our Eliza and Professor Higgins, and that's just, you know, it worked. It all fell into place. And that's not to take away from your talent. It's just, it just lined up that way. So, but that's life, you know, that's life in theater. I mean, you can be the most talented person in the room, and it's just, you know, it's going to go to another person, because either the director, you know, knows the other person, or somebody else, you know, the politics of it, or they have a better resume, you know, you're just not known yet, or what, you know, whatever. I mean, theater's very unpredictable, you know. I mean, that's the business of it, and that happens to everybody. So, you know, all I can say is, if you enter into a department, work hard from the get-go, because, you know, we may have our eye on you for a part one day. But always do your best. Always go into auditions prepared and ready to do your best. Whatever show you're cast in, take the part and do it well. And be focused and disciplined. And you never know. I mean, you really never know what's going to happen the day of auditions, because you can always be the one to change our mind and turn things around. And if you don't, rejection is part of this business. Be prepared, and it probably really doesn't have anything to do with you personally. It's just what was in the works, you know, and it's just the way things aligned that day, what we kind of already had in our head. And even if it maybe didn't go to the person we thought, maybe somebody else changed our mind that day and we went with them. I mean, it's just a myriad of things go into casting a show. It's like pieces of a puzzle fit together and align just right. And that's what goes into casting a show. Not just High School Musicals, but many a show. So I hope this was helpful. Take it for what it's worth. Take anything, what I say, for what it's worth. It's just my opinion, you know. But subscribe to my channel, check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.